Morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday morning here with me in my office. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I normally like to have this up about an hour ago. I had a good reason. Um, First of all, let's give a little shout out to this dress. Okay, this is like, what's that dress you kind of call when you're old? It's kind of like a muumuu, like a caftan. Am I saying that right? A caftan? Um, I got this dress on Amazon. It was like $8, and it's like it's not made of. It's just so stretchy. Like this is my uniform, so I want you just to. My point is, get used to this dress because I feel like this might see me through the entire like spring and summer season, because it doesn't touch any part of me. So does that help you understand why I want to wear it every day? It's real stretchy. Like, can you see this? Like really, really stretchy. Um, anyway, I got it when I went to Tulum earlier, and I'm just at that age where I'm like, I need more of myself to be covered. Do you know what I mean? Like my days of like the little shorts and all the arm flesh and a lot of top thigh, like a lot of top thigh. I just feel like those days are primarily in my rear view mirror. And so I still want to be cute, but I just also like want you not to see as much flesh. Um, just understand that. So that's a $10 dress from Amazon, which has a lot of give, and it kind of fake looks cute. Okay, here's why I was late to Monday morning today. I was doing a podcast interview, which is a dedicated podcast just for my book club. So, I have the Jen Hatmaker book club, which is this, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, join the Jen Hatmaker book club. I just can't tell you how special and awesome it is. One of the coolest things that we get every month is I get to do a dedicated podcast with our author of the month, which means I have gotten to speak to, and that podcast is it's private, like just for book club members. So our book of the month this month, our March book in the Jen Hatmaker book club is Burnout. Okay, I read this last year. It's by twin sisters, Emily and Amelia Nagoski. They both have PhDs, but in wildly different fields. And I mean to tell you, this is maybe our 9th or 10th book in the book club. And no book has generated more conversation in our community than this one. It is, honestly, it's like a revelation. How our bodies carry stress. And anyway, have you guys read this? It's so good and so important and so like monumental to our emotional and spiritual and physical health. I kind of want everybody to read it. In fact, my producer Laura and I were talking this morning as I was getting ready to interview Emily for the book club, and we were like, you know what, this one, it's so important and it means so much. And it's so in line with the messaging that we may make this podcast available on the For the Love podcast during our next series, which is Fierce, Free, and Full of Fire series. I have a chapter in here on bodies, and it's called I'm Strong on My Body. And my launch team right now is reading this. They all have their copies. And man, the conversation around that chapter is so strong. And this is a thing that we're thinking, and this is a thing that we're feeling. And so we may make Emily's interview available on the For the Love podcast in the Fierce series, because I'm just like, we're just trying to lead one another to health and like wholeness and wellness and goodness and purpose and meaning. And it's just like such a privilege to get to work alongside women in our generation, like building our community up and serving each other well so that we can serve the world. I'm just fired up about it. And so anyway, I was talking to Emily and she was blowing my mind all morning. And so that's where I was before I could get on here with you. Here's something that we talked about, Emily and I, today, that I just want to drop in right here on Monday morning with Jen. um, their thesis, more or less, in burnout is how to kind of move through the stress cycle. And they teach us deeply how our bodies carry stress and trauma and worry and anxiety and suffering. And it affects everything. Like it just affects every single thing. And Emily and I were talking this morning about how we have been conditioned as women to essentially, this is how I put it in Fear, and Full Fire. Essentially, we're very good at reading a room and giving it what it wants, right? Where everybody else's feelings matter more than ours. So we are taught to minimize discomfort, somebody else's discomfort. We are taught to swallow what is a very sincere, like alarm emotion, saying, oh, this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't feel good, if it is going to make somebody else feel uncomfortable, right? And so I just want to say this morning. I was having this conversation with Sydney last week. I know this feels obvious, but you can trust your body. You can trust your body. Your body and my body is 100% on our side. My body is 100% Team Jen. And she is there to tell me, this is dangerous, or you are overwhelmed, or this environment is not safe, or this is unhealthy, or she's never wrong. Like she is never wrong. I was having this conversation with Sydney, who was telling me about an experience she was having, and this is how she started it. Tell me if this feels familiar. I think I was probably overreacting, but, right? In other words, I think my body was telling me that something was not right and not safe, but I don't think I can trust her, because if I did, that would mean somebody else in the equation is going to have to feel uncomfortable, right? I'm going to prioritize that person's feelings over my own. And so I just want to say to you women this morning that your body loves you and is for you, and you can trust what she is saying. You can trust her when she is telling you to slow down, or to abandon ship, or to say, that's not okay. That's inappropriate. I don't appreciate that. Or I'm not going to stay here for this, or I need to set a boundary, or I need to rest. Like I'm going to have to say no because I need to rest. Your body has your best interest in mind. Now, our minds don't believe her. Our minds are like, no, I probably am overreacting, right? Or I am probably didn't mean that, or maybe I'm just not getting it right. I bet you are. I bet you are getting it right. So this is some heavy work for me right now, which is this whole, Jen, trust your body. She has never led you wrong. Her instincts are right. And not everybody else's feelings around a conversation or an issue should always take priority. Okay, I'm just feeling real fired up because I just talked to her for a solid hour. Anyway, this is so good. I'll put the link in my profile for her incredible book with her sister. Real quick, just a couple of things. We're like close here. We are maybe 6 weeks away from this being released. And starting next week, you're going to find out all the cool stuff you get when you pre-order it. So everybody who's already pre-ordered, don't worry, you're going to get it all. So just be paying attention. I will bring them to you, I think, on Monday. And so if you pre-order, we really put together some pretty outstanding stuff for you. And I'm going to, I almost just said it. I'm going to keep it till next Monday. This is going to be next Monday morning with Jen. So join me and I'll let you know. But everybody who pre-orders is going to get a little bucket of awesome. So you can go get this wherever books are sold right now. It's going to be out in 5 weeks. Gosh, I'm excited about it. I'm living inside the message right now deeply because it's close. Speaking of, I'm going to New York this week with Heather Adams, who's been my publicist for 3 books, and she is the CEO of Choice. media, which is her company, and we're going to New York to do like really fun and exciting and cool book stuff. Ugh. And it's exactly what you think. It's exciting and it's nerve-wracking. Okay, it's exactly how it's going to be this week. Exciting and nerve-wracking. Real quick, I've kept these little pages because I don't want you to forget this. On April 14th, remember this, in Dallas, we've got the one live event around the book release. I'm not doing a tour. I'm doing one live event. This is it. This is where it's at. April 14th in Dallas, Theater at Grand Prairie. This is who's joining me. Maybe you've heard of Brene Brown. Maybe you've heard of Angela Johnson. It's a kick-ass night. There is no other way to say it. Kick-ass night. Bring everybody. Bring me your daughters. Ugh. Bring me everybody. Okay, so in New York this week, I've got work all day. I've got work, and we've got meetings, and we've got some fun things. And then, if you saw this last week, I told Brandon, I am interested in your thoughts on if I stayed one additional night in New York and went to see this again all by myself. And also, I'm not really not interested in your opinion unless your opinion is, yes, Jen, you should do that. And he already knows the score because we've been married 26 years. And he's like, okay. So I bought a single ticket to see Hamilton again this week. I've done my homework. I mean, I've read this cover to cover with the soundtrack playing next to it. It's virtually all committed to memory at this point. And so now on the second viewing, which I saw it almost exactly 1 month ago. Now I'll know. I know how much I missed because it's so dense and it's so fast. And I picked it up as fast as I could. But now I'm ready. Now I know what to look for. Now I know what they're saying. Now I know who the characters are. My homework helped me. And so I am a person who's going to go see Hamilton by herself in New York again this week. And I like nothing else matters. I have like all these really important meetings that day that I need to like really put my brain on. And instead I'm like, but the show starts at 7. Guys, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, and I'm sorry. So, okay. So, recap for Monday morning. You can trust your body. Tell your daughters. Tell your daughters. I was fully in my 40s before somebody told me this. Before somebody said, your intuition, your gut, it matters and it means something. It's for you. I'm like, is it? Because I thought I was here to make everybody else feel really comfortable and safe. So trust. Let's tell our daughters. I was telling Emily today that these are the messages I wished anything somebody had put in my hands when I was 20. Anything. Like this, you guys. I mean, it took me this long to learn this, so there's no use regretting it, but had somebody taught me this, a trusted person, when I was Sydney's age, I cannot tell you the amount of suffering and time it would have saved me. Anyway, this is for you. It's for your girls. It's for your best friends. It's for your moms and sisters. And I can't wait to talk to you about it. We're so close, you guys. Oh, we're so close. It's burning a hole in my flesh. So I cannot wait to talk to you about it. Okay, I think that's it. Next week, come back on Monday morning and I will let you know everything you get in your pre-order. All you gotta do is just keep your order information, just the invoice number, wherever you ordered it, any format, any vendor, audio, whatever they all are, anywhere, they all count. Okay, so that's next Monday. All right, that's it, you guys. Thank you for liking my $8, $10 dress from Amazon. I'm very, very fancy, and I've really been trying to tell you that for some time. Okay. Have a great day. I put on makeup for you today. I hope that you noticed because I felt sorry for you that you were looking at me the way that I've looked every single time until today. So you're welcome. Love y'all. Have a great week.